Welcome to the Hawaii DMV Written Test with real questions and answers from the Hawaii DMV. Before we get started, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss an update and help support the channel. Now let's dive into all the questions and answers you need to study for your Hawaii test.
Worn or bald tires, A, can make turning more difficult. B, are likely to hydroplane. C, can increase your stopping distance. D, all of the above. D, all of the above. Worn or bald tires can increase your stopping distance and make turning more difficult. Tires without adequate tread also increase the risk of hydroplaning. You may pass a school bus from the front or rear on an undivided roadway. A, under no circumstances. B, when the red lamps on the school bus are flashing. C, when the red lamps on the school bus are not flashing. D, at any time if you drive slowly. C, when the red lamps on the school bus are not flashing. You may not pass a school bus on an undivided highway from either direction while the school bus is using its flashing red lights. If there are no flashing red lights, you may pass normally. If two drivers arrive at the same time to a four-way intersection controlled by stop signs, A, the driver on the right has the right-of-way. B, the driver on the left has the right-of-way. C, one driver may continue driving without stopping. D, one driver should honk to indicate that they are giving up the right-of-way. A, the driver on the right has the right-of-way. Yield the right-of-way to the driver on your right at a four-way intersection if you both arrive to the intersection at the same time. You may then proceed when it is safe to do so. When towing a trailer or a house trailer, you should A, have someone ride in the trailer to keep the load steady. B, allow only adults to ride in the trailer. C, never allow anyone to ride in the trailer. D, allow people to ride in house trailers only. C, never allow anyone to ride in the trailer. You should not permit passengers to ride in trailers. Riding in trailers of any kind is prohibited. If a transit vehicle is signaling to re-enter the main roadway following a stop, you must A, honk to let them know you're there. B, move to the left lane. C, yield. D, speed up to pass. C, yield. You must yield to any transit vehicle that is signaling to pull back onto the main roadway after it has stopped to load or unload passengers. Change lanes, slow down, or stop to allow the bus safe re-entry into traffic. Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet. This sign means that A, a community service group is picking up trash along the highway ahead. B, workers are on or very close to the road in the work zone ahead. C, children are at play ahead. D, there is a pedestrian crosswalk ahead. B, workers are on or very close to the road in the work zone ahead. This sign indicates that workers may be on or very close to the roadway ahead, so you should take special care when traveling through the area. You are driving in the left lane and want to move into the right lane. You should A, check your mirrors, signal, and look over your left shoulder for other vehicles before changing lanes. B, check your mirrors, signal, and look over your right shoulder for other vehicles before changing lanes. C, check your mirrors, signal, and look over both shoulders for other vehicles before changing lanes. D, check your mirrors, signal, and change lanes. B, check your mirrors, signal, and look over your right shoulder for other vehicles before changing lanes. When changing lanes, you should check your vehicle's blind spots by looking over your shoulder in the direction that you want to move. Always check your mirrors and turn on your directional signal before beginning a lane change. The most important thing in any driving situation is A, the vehicle. B, the environment. C, the driver. D, the time of day. C, the driver. Every driving situation involves three basic elements: the environment, the vehicle, and the driver. Of these three elements, only you as a driver have the ability to gather information about the existing situation. Apply your skills, knowledge, experience, and judgment, and take any action required to safely complete the driving task. Increase your following distance when A. Driving behind a large vehicle that blocks your vision. B. Exiting an expressway. C. Following a motorcycle. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. You should increase your following distance when you are behind a large vehicle that blocks your vision, when driving in bad weather or heavy traffic, when exiting an expressway, when behind a motorcycle or bicycle, and if someone is tailgating you. Coming to a complete stop at an intersection, yielding to cross-traffic pedestrians, and then proceeding through the intersection when the way is clear corresponds with A. A solid red light. B. A flashing yellow light. C. A solid green light. D. A flashing red light. D. A flashing red light. A flashing red traffic light means the same thing as a stop sign. You must come to a complete stop, yield to cross-traffic and pedestrians, and then proceed when the way is clear. You and another vehicle are approaching an intersection that has no traffic signs or signals. Which vehicle has the right of way? A. The vehicle on the left. B. The vehicle on the right. C. The biggest vehicle. D. The vehicle that enters the intersection first. B. The vehicle on the right. The vehicle on the right has the right of way when two vehicles arrive to an uncontrolled intersection at the same time. When the first driver has safely passed through the intersection, the other driver may proceed. Certain highway signs contain information about hazardous conditions. Such signs are known as A. Regulatory signs. B. Warning signs. C. Information signs. D. Guide signs. B. Warning signs. Warning signs advise drivers of potentially hazardous conditions. For your own safety, obey warning signs. Disregarding the information provided by a warning sign may result in an accident due to your negligence. When entering a street from a driveway, you, A. must drive slowly to allow approaching vehicles and pedestrians time to get out of your way. B. Must honk your horn so approaching vehicles and pedestrians know to give you room. C. Must stop and proceed only when there are no pedestrians or vehicles approaching. D. Can disregard any pedestrians if there is no sidewalk. C. Must stop and proceed only when there are no pedestrians or vehicles approaching. Always stop before entering the roadway from a driveway and yield to any approaching vehicles or crossing pedestrians. The stop should be made before crossing the sidewalk area. Failure to stop is unlawful. A diamond-shaped sign. A. Warns of existing or possible hazards. B. Alerts drivers to school zones. C. Alerts drivers to public recreation areas. D. Alerts drivers to upcoming food and gas locations. A. Warns of existing or possible hazards. Diamond-shaped signs warn drivers of existing or potential driving hazards. You will usually see these signs in yellow or orange. Newer vehicles are equipped with a brake warning lamp on the instrument panel. This lamp, A. should come on when the parking brake is released. B. comes on to indicate that the brake system is defective. C. will never come on. D. comes on to indicate that the brake lights are operational. B. comes on to indicate that the brake system is defective. The brake warning lamp should go out when the parking brake is released. If it illuminates when the foot brake pedal is pressed, the brake system is defective and the vehicle should not be driven. It is important to be alert to motorcycles because A. They are more difficult to see than cars. B. They rarely use their headlights. C. Motorcyclists are less skilled drivers than other motorists. D. All of the above. A. They are more difficult to see than cars. Motorcycles are smaller and harder to see than cars. Because of their size, they are easily hidden in a car's blind spot. It may be difficult to judge your distance to a motorcycle and difficult to tell how fast a motorcycle is moving, so always be alert and extra cautious when near a motorcyclist. Safety belts. A. should be worn at all times when driving or riding in a vehicle. B. should be worn only when traveling at high speeds. C. should be worn loosely. D. can only prevent drivers from injury. A. should be worn at all times when driving or riding in a vehicle. Safety belts are life belts. They must be worn at all times when driving or riding in a vehicle. They are the most important personal safety item available in any vehicle. When changing lanes on a highway, you should A. Signal a lane change. B. Check your rear view and outside mirrors. C. Check your blind spot by glancing over your shoulder. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Anytime you want to change lanes, you should properly signal your intentions well in advance. Check your mirrors and check your blind spot. You can check your blind spot by glancing over your shoulder in the direction that you plan to move. An arrogant driver is a driver who A. is purposely in a hurry and competing with other traffic. B. shows little or no respect for traffic laws or the rights of other drivers and pedestrians. C. you should try to avoid while driving. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. An arrogant driver is purposely in a hurry and competing with other drivers sharing the road. Arrogant drivers have little or no respect for traffic laws or the rights of other drivers and pedestrians. Never allow yourself to become involved in competition with an arrogant driver. When driving on an interstate, A. Stop on the shoulder of the road if you are tired. B. You should always use cruise control. C. Signal, check mirrors and check blind spots before changing lanes. D. You should change lanes often. C. Signal, check mirrors and check blind spots before changing lanes. Signal, check your mirrors and check your blind spot before changing lanes or passing on an interstate. Only stop on the shoulder of the interstate in the case of an emergency and change lanes as infrequently as possible. Cruise control should not be used in heavy traffic or under poor weather conditions. Defensive driving is A. Identifying dangerous driving situations and taking action to avoid accidents. B. Defending yourself against poor drivers by getting ahead of them in traffic. C. Following the vehicle ahead of you at a close distance. D. Quickly changing lanes and shifting in and out of traffic congestion. A. Identifying dangerous driving situations and taking action to avoid accidents. You drive defensively when you identify dangerous driving situations and take action before an accident occurs. Defensive driving helps prevent conflicts with aggressive, offensive, discourteous, careless, inattentive, impulsive, ignorant, or intoxicated drivers or pedestrians. When making a turn, you must fill in the blank. Your speed. A. Increase. B. Maintain. C. Vary. D. Reduce. D. Reduce. When turning, you should reduce to a speed that allows you to maintain control of your vehicle, stay in your lane, and react to unexpected situations. If you leave your vehicle unattended, you must A. Turn off the engine. B. Lock the ignition and remove the key. C. Set the parking brake. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When you leave your vehicle unattended, you must stop the engine, lock the ignition, remove the key from the ignition, and set the parking brake. Pentagonal signs indicate A. No passing zones. B. School zones. C. Speed limits. D. Railroad crossings. B. School zones. Pentagonal signs indicate that you are in a school zone. Be extra alert to children and pedestrians when driving near a school. You are driving on a busy street and your vehicle's accelerator sticks open. You should A. Blow your horn. B. Slam on your brakes. C. Turn on your four-way flashers. D. Turn off your ignition, taking care not to engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. D. Turn off your ignition, taking care not to engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. If your vehicle's accelerator sticks open, your vehicle will continue to maintain its speed or accelerate even if you remove your foot from the gas pedal. Turn off the ignition, using care to move the ignition switch only far enough to stop the engine and not engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. Apply your brakes and move off the road to a safe area. A driver should be extra alert to motorcyclists, bicyclists, and pedestrians because A. They're difficult to see in traffic. B. They obey different traffic laws than larger motor vehicles. C. They always have the right-of-way. D. They don't have rear-view mirrors. A. They're difficult to see in traffic. In many collisions with motorcycles, bicycles, and pedestrians, drivers reported that they were looking but still did not see the smaller vehicle or pedestrian. These can be more difficult to spot in traffic than passenger vehicles because they are smaller, may move faster, and have less noticeable lighting. To prevent collisions with these smaller and less protected road users, drivers should always be alert to the presence of motorcycles, bikes, and pedestrians. The amount of space you need to cross traffic depends on the A. Road conditions, weather conditions, and oncoming traffic. B. Presence of a stop sign. C. Use of your turn signals. D. Cars behind you. A. Road conditions, weather conditions, and oncoming traffic. The amount of space you need to cross traffic depends on the road conditions, weather conditions, and oncoming traffic. What does a single dashed white line separating traffic mean? A. Drivers may pass, even if it could be dangerous. B. Lanes move in opposite directions. C. Drivers may not pass. D. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. D. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. White lines separate lanes of traffic that are moving in the same direction. Dashed white lines may be crossed to pass or change lanes if it is safe to do so. A driver entering public traffic from a driveway or private road. A. Has the right-of-way. B. Should yield to drivers already on the public road. C. May force their way into traffic. D. Can assume that other drivers will change lanes to make room. B. Should yield to drivers already on the public road. If you are entering traffic from a driveway or private road, you should yield to drivers already on the public road. Merge safely into traffic when you are able to do so. This road sign means A. All traffic must turn right. B. No right turn. C. All traffic must go straight ahead. D. A road joins from the right. D. A road joins from the right. This sign indicates that there is an intersection ahead. A road joins from the right.